Hey guys, how are you all doing today? In case today is the first time you're coming across this channel, you're welcome. My name is Ollie and this is Ollie Space. Please kindly subscribe to my channel. You can as well check out my other videos and I know you will like them, okay? Please subscribe, turn on your bell, turn on the notification bell and also like this video, okay? Thank you so much. So to my OGs, you're highly welcome as usual, right? So guys, in today's video, I want to share some universities in Canada that accept HND for masters. Okay, so a few months ago in my comment section, someone dropped a comment asking me to mention the schools in Canada that accept HND for masters. Okay, I actually forgot, like it skipped my mind totally, right? But last week last week someone came to that comment, okay, reminding me to mention the schools. Okay, so that is why I am here today, right? So if you are interested in this video or you know someone that has HND or 2-2 or any low degree that wants to move to Canada or go to Canada for his or her master's studies, continue watching this video. Don't go anywhere, okay? I'll be back. Before I mention these Canadian universities that accept HND or 2-2 or any low degree for masters, I would like you to take note of certain things, okay? So firstly, admission into graduate programs in Canada is usually competitive, right? It's very competitive because they usually set this high GPA scale, right? It is usually high. So it makes it very competitive, okay? And another thing you need to know is that the universities in Canada are not much, okay? I think in the whole of Canada, there are about 100 universities, okay? Then in these universities, it's not all of them that offer the master's or PhD program, right? Then when you come to the ones that offer this master's or PhD programs, you may find out that your desired course or your course of study, whatever your choice is not available in that university, okay? Another thing that makes it competitive is that they usually have this number of students to admit, okay? I think they do that a lot in Canada, okay? So they usually have like a quota of students to admit for each term, and this makes it competitive because most times you find out that, let's say they're supposed to admit 500 students in a department, you find out that up to 1,000 students will apply for that program, which will make it competitive. They will now go for the ones that meet the requirements and more, okay? So these are the reasons why admission into graduate programs in Canada is competitive, okay? Let's come to the question. Do Canadian universities accept HND or 2-2 for a master's degree? The answer is no, okay? And the answer may also be yes, right? Now you can see that my no is louder than the yes. That is to say that nothing is impossible, okay? Now, don't click out. Listen to me. Watch this video till the end, okay? The requirement for a master's degree program in Canada is usually a 4-year BSc degree. That is the requirement, okay? And then when it comes to that 4-year degree, BSc degree, some schools usually focus on the last 2 years of your BSc studies, okay? Like they focus on your results from your year 3 to year 4, okay? So that is the requirement. Now, why am I saying this? Because I know before I came to the UK, I got an admission in Canada with my HND, but not for masters, okay? That is why I am telling you this, because I know I did a lot to go to Canada for my masters, okay? With my HND, I have a HND in case you don't know, and it didn't work. Now, this is why I am bringing you this. And believe me, whatever I tell you in this video is the fact, right? If you are looking for a way to go to Canada, but you have HND or 2-2 or any lower BSc degree, you have to forget about the masters. Your best bet is to look for schools that will offer you admission in any graduate certificate, okay? In some schools, they call it postgraduate diploma. In some schools, it's graduate diploma, and there's also another name they call it in Canada, which I'll put on the screen when editing this video, right? So these are your bets, sure bets, okay, or your best bets. Just forget about the masters, right? But it is not completely not possible. I don't know if this makes sense. It's not completely not possible to be able to get a master's admission with your HND or 2-2 certificate, okay? Because right in this video, I'm going to mention the schools that will accept you with your HND, and if you're able to do some things that I will also mention in this video, okay? So don't fret, just calm down, okay? Back to what I was saying. If you're someone that has HND or 2-2 or any of the BSc lower degree, any of the lower BSc degree, you can also go to Canada using the study route, okay? But it may not be masters. You may not get that master's admission, but you can get the graduate certificate ones, like I mentioned earlier. And the graduate programs option is a very good option because you will still be eligible to get the postgraduate work permit, which is what most people look for. You can also go to your family. Yes, of course. So once you get your admission, make sure that it's a public school. They call it a designated learning institution, DLI, right? They usually have these numbers that identifies them, 12 or so. I told you I got admission in Canada and all of that. It was just the visa that they denied me, okay? So I know all of this, okay? Your family is still eligible to come with you as long as that institution has this number. You are eligible for a postgraduate work permit. You are eligible to get every other thing just like those studying masters, okay? The only thing is you are going for a graduate certificate or PGD, okay? So that is it. So maybe in my subsequent videos, I will mention some colleges that can offer you this admission, right? Because when you have your HND or ND or 2-2 and you want to look for this graduate programs or graduate certificates, you go to colleges. That is where you can get them, right? So maybe my subsequent videos, if you people want, please mention it in the comment section, okay? So that I can mention them and list the schools and where they are and whatever that is involved, okay? So that way it can be easy for you to carry on with your research, all right? So now that is it. So, but if you have HND or 2-2 and you still want to try harder, he said you must go to Canada and it must be through a master's program. Now, come, it is time for you, okay? So like I said, it is not impossible, right? It is still possible to get an admission into Canada with your HND, just for your master's with your HND, okay? Now, what are the things involved? Before you can be able to achieve this feat, there are things you must put in place, okay? What I'm saying is that no Canadian university will accept you with just your HND. No Canadian university will accept you with just your 2-2 or your other lower degree certificates. None of them will do that. But there are certain things you must do before they will accept you. Now, listen. So the first thing is that you must build a research and publication portfolio. You must build this portfolio, and also you must try as much as possible to get a supervisor. Yes, you will build this portfolio, get a supervisor for a research-based master's program before you be able to try. The second one is you need to get a relevant experience. You must get a relevant experience in that course of study that will show them that, yes, you have actually spent some time working in this area, or you have a related professional experience, right? So the next thing you need to do is to apply to lower ranked universities. Yes, you need to play safe now, okay? So, some people, when they want to apply, that's why I used to tell people, when you look at your certificate, look at what you have, then you know where to place yourself. This one, nobody is going to deceive you about it, okay? So when you have HND and you've done the first two things I mentioned, the next thing is just to go to the lower ranked universities. This may be where you have your opportunity, right? So just go there and start throwing in your applications, okay? You also need to write some standardized exams, okay? Maybe like GMAT or know some tests, okay, if it is required for your program. You don't just go about writing it, okay. So you just write your, if GMAT is required, if any other type of test, maybe IELTS. I doubt some schools, they don't actually ask for IELTS, okay. So that's why you need to be specific. You need to, when you are doing your search, you need to narrow it down to what you want. Then if you need to write any test, anything that can help equip you to be able to get into this master's program, right? Then you also need to prepare your documents. This, I can't even overemphasize this one, okay? Prepare your documents. Your SOP must be strong. SOP is statement of purpose, okay? It must be strong, okay? Like even this UK that accepts HND, you do know that the same university that offers some people admission into masters with HND denies some people because of what? Because those ones they denied did not, put in a strong application. Putting in a strong application is not just your certificate. No, it's the other documents, your supporting documents, which are your CV, your reference letters, your SOP. This SOP needs to be strong. It needs to be convincing. Okay, your statement of purpose must be convincing. Another thing I read that helps someone that has HND to get admission into a master's program in Canada is evaluating your certificate. Okay, I don't know how true this is, but I did evaluate mine. Although I didn't evaluate it because of the study, I evaluated my certificate with WES when I was trying for express entry. Okay, so but if you evaluate your HND certificate with WES or ICAS or all those evaluation bodies, it might also help. This is what I read. I don't know how true this is, but I think it might help. But because when you evaluate your HND, they usually write it as 5 years program or a 5 years course, okay? So this might actually help. Now, I'll go ahead and mention the schools that have previously accepted those with HND into master's programs in Canada, okay? So just relax while I mention these schools. I'll mention about 11 or 12 schools, okay? So that you can also try them. But mind you, do not try these schools before doing everything I've said in this video, right? Because you don't want to spend money. I don't know how much the application fee is right now, but I know it's up to $150 or above for you to apply to a school in Canada. So you don't want to, start spending every time, okay? But while you are applying, I will also advise to apply to at least 2 to 3 schools. That way you have a broad option, and you might as well get lucky to be admitted into one of them, okay? So the first school on my list is York University. York University is located in Toronto, okay? They call it Toronto. This school has fall intake, winter intake, and summer intake, all right? The next university is Brandon University. Brandon University is located in Manitoba, okay? These are the provinces, okay? I'm just mentioning the school name and the province, right? So the next university is Crandall University. Crandall University is located in New Brunswick, right? The next university on my list is Royal Roads University. Royal Roads University is located in Victoria, British Columbia, okay? The next university on my list is Thompson Rivers University. Thompson Rivers University is also located in British Columbia. Now, we also have Bishop's University. Bishop's University is located in Quebec. The next one is the University of Prince Edward Island. This university is located in Prince Edward Island, okay? University of Prince Edward Island is located in Prince Edward Island. Next university is University of Canada West. University of Canada West is located in Vancouver, British Columbia. All right. Now we also have St. Mary's University. St. Mary's University is located in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Right. We have the University of Regina, which is located in Regina, Saskatchewan. Okay. We have Mount St. Vincent University. This university is located in Halifax, Nova Scotia. The last university on my list is Memorial University of Newfoundland, okay? Memorial University of Newfoundland is located in Newfoundland and Labrador, Okay, like I said, these are universities that have previously offered admissions to people with HND 2 low degree, okay, for their master's program, right? But they did some things, okay? Also be careful when you are applying to these universities, because for you to be eligible to get the 2 years, 2 years postgraduate work permit or whatever, you must have attended a designated learning institution. This means that they must be government approved, okay, or public universities. Yeah. So which means when you attend these public universities or the institutions that are DLI, you will be able to get your postgraduate work permit. But if you fail, if you attend anyone that is not designated learning institution, you may not be able to be eligible for your postgraduate work permit. Okay, so I hope this video is clear. I will, maybe in my next video, right? I don't know, but maybe in my next video, I will mention the schools where you can get your graduate certificates, okay, for those that don't want to go ahead with masters and you want to try other routes, as long as it can take you to Canada, take your family, give you postgraduate work permit, I will sure mention those colleges. Thank you for watching. This will be the end of this video. I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.